He was beloved, a man of God, known for his sermons on forgiveness and light. But when a decomposed body was found behind the church's old baptism tank, all fingers pointed to the one man no one wanted to suspect. And what the police uncovered next would shake an entire town to its knees. In the quiet town of Ashwood, Georgia, Pastor Elijah Moore was a local hero. He preached about grace, led community drives, and was nominated for Citizen of the Year in 2019. But in March 2022, a disturbing stench led maintenance workers to a locked back room in the church's old chapel building, one that hadn't been used in years. Behind the rusted baptism tank, wrapped in moldy bedsheets and rotting plastic, the body was of a young woman, hands bound, mouth gagged, and around her neck, a necklace with the initials AJ. Police scrambled to identify her, but something was off. No missing person report matched her description. No family had come forward. It was like she never existed. Then, one officer made a chilling discovery in an old church ledger. A note from 2020, anonymous counseling session with AJ, troubled teen, claims to be pregnant by an older man. Follow up confidentially. When they traced the handwriting, it matched only one person on the church staff, Pastor Elijah. But just as police prepared to question him, Elijah vanished, left his car running in the parking lot. His Bible was on the seat, and a note inside that read, "Forgive me, I never wanted this." What happened to AJ? Why did the town cover for their pastor for so long? And where is Elijah now? The truth is more twisted than anyone imagined. The manhunt for Pastor Elijah Moore stretched across 5 states. The FBI was involved. Interpol was notified. But it was like he had disappeared off the face of the earth. Then a tip came in from an unlikely source. An ex-con named Ray Willis claimed Elijah had once helped him find discreet housing, and that Elijah often spoke of a remote property in Tennessee. The police searched the area, and there it was. A small off-grid cabin registered under a fake name. Inside, Bible's old photos, and a diary. Cue chilling music. The entries were disturbing. She threatened to ruin me. Said she was going to tell the church. I didn't mean to, but she hit her head. God will forgive me. I was chosen. But there was something else inside the cabin. A second necklace, with the initials CM. And in the basement, another body. Older. Decomposed. Not AJ. Someone else. Cut to police officer interview clip. This changed everything. We thought we were looking at one victim. Now we knew Elijah might be a serial predator. As the case exploded in the media, townspeople came forward. A former choir girl claimed Elijah had abused her in 2017, but the church had handled it internally. A deacon admitted they'd paid off AJ's and to keep things quiet. And that's when the biggest twist came in. A nurse at a private mental facility in Alabama recognized Elijah, but not as a pastor. A patient named Eli Jameson was admitted under false documents. He had checked himself in 3 months before AJ's body was found. Wait, what? If Elijah had been in the psych ward, who buried the girl behind the church? When Pastor Elijah Moore was found under the alias Eli Jameson in an Alabama mental institution, the world demanded answers. How could he have buried AJ behind the church if he'd already been locked away months before she was found? Then a breakthrough. Inside the cabin, police previously searched. Forensic teams lifted a faint fingerprint from the second necklace, CM. It matched a woman named Clara Matthews, church secretary, Elijah's most trusted aide, and AJ's distant cousin. When police questioned Clara, her calm demeanor shattered. She confessed to moving AJ's body after Elijah's arrest to protect the church. But that wasn't all. Clara had been with Elijah the night AJ died, and she had filmed it. Play distorted audio, no visuals, eerie voice in background. You said you loved me, Elijah. She's lying, Clara. I swear I didn't touch her. Screaming. A loud thud. Silence. AJ had shown up that night, demanding Elijah confess their affair. Clara, in love with him for years, snapped. She struck AJ with a metal cross when Elijah tried to stop the argument. She didn't just move the body, she killed her. But Clara wasn't done. That second body in the cabin basement? That was Clara's ex-fiancé, a man who once tried to blackmail her with evidence of church embezzlement. Murdered in 2015. She had buried both bodies and pinned the guilt on the only man who trusted her. Clara Matthews was sentenced to 2 life terms in federal prison. Pastor Elijah Moore was released, but never returned to the pulpit. He now lives in isolation under protective care. The Church of Ashwood, Georgia, was shut down. Its funds have been seized, and the once pure altar beneath the cross, demolished. Because sometimes, the devil doesn't hide in shadows. He wears a Sunday dress and takes the offering. Screen fades to black with final words. Justice came late, but the truth was buried no longer.